Well, we all know about this. They don't do this in any other country. We're the only country where kids stand in line at Macy's to talk to Santa Claus. So we all know about this, and yet nobody ever writes about it. And so when the kid finally arrives up on Santa Claus's knee, and they get advertised that Santa Claus is going to give you a free gift. You remember that? You've seen that. Come and get a free gift at Macy's. He gets up on Santa Claus's knee, and Santa Claus says, "What do you want for Christmas, kid?" "Oh, a BB gun." Santa Claus can shoot your eye out, kid. Even Santa Claus, and then they shove a little plastic toy in his hand and says, "Free parking at Gold Blast." Down the chute he goes. Well, all right, this is an American thing. We all know this. And yet, do you know that I feel that 100 years from now, if a writer, if a reader, a researcher, or anybody wanted to find out about our time, how it was just to live in our time, he would never know about this waiting in line at Santa Claus and Macy's. We'd never know about it. Create your stories on things that nobody else is writing about. Nobody else is really writing about this life. Very few people in America even recognize American high school or grade school life as a subject of literature. Yet, after all, Huck Finn is based on supposedly boyhood in Hannibal, Missouri, back in the 19th century, and it remains a classic piece of literature. I have a short story, for example, coming out in Playboy. It'll be out this spring, fall. And it's based on something that all of us have felt. There's one of us here in this room who has not sat in a classroom with a little ball of fear down in our gut that we are really going to screw up. Faking your way through algebra. And you know the sensation that half the class has already had it before? Instantly, upon every question, there's a sea of hands up ahead of you. Where the hell did they learn it, Jesus? The only thing that you can keep saying over and over again in your inside is, "Don't call on me." Well, that story is based on the sense of imminent failure in a field where you can't fake your way. You can fake your way through history. You can fake your way through social sciences and even English, but there's no way to fake your way through an equation. And the ultimate ends, the kid realizes he's going to fail, and in the end, without any warning, he's been able to avoid getting called on, and he's worked out 1,000 techniques on how to avoid getting called on. Like keep moving back and forth. Keep a line of kids between you and the teacher all the time. You can't see it. Taking a clean shot at me, you know? Always keeping your eyes slightly crossed so he can't catch your eye, you know? Never quite remember your name. You look like a cloud back there, a hazy cloud. Sitting back there in the alphabetical ghetto, you know, with people in I've always believed that the alphabet plays a far greater role in our life than we ever concede. And that, have you noticed that all the big-time television shows have people like Carson, and Cabot, and Steve Allen, for Christ's sake. There's no Chester Wisniewski show. This is not a coincidence, because the kids in the last part of the alphabet always see life as a long procession of people. Whenever you get up there where they're passing the stuff out, they got nothing but cold cuts left, you know. And so most classrooms are alphabetical. So this whole story is based on the alphabetical ghetto, where the kids always in the back of the room with Helen Weathers, Chester Wisniewski, Sim can't hear the teacher. All they hear is woo-hoo. And their only knowledge of the board is they can hear the squeaking. They can't see what the hell it is. So they have to learn how to fake their way through school. And the ultimate moment of truth comes when, without any warning, after having 9 years of being avoided being called on, and getting by because he's cute. He learned that he could make Miss Fife love him. Every day he'd walk in, he'd grin, and she just thought great things. And then one day, he gets, in the last second of the class, he gets called on. A bomb lands. One moment of lack of attention, he lost his concentration for 1 instant. 9 years he didn't say, no, don't call me. Moving, and all of a sudden he gets his eye catches a bit of dust floating in the classroom. You know how you see dust floating through the sun? Then the boy says, you. He says, what? Jesus, they got me. And he stands up, all these years of work gone in an instant. Schwartz, who's never been called on, lets out a long scream. If they get that guy, they're going to get any of us. And the next thing you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's called up to the front. There it is. He's standing on a blackboard. The first time he's been at the board. And this is the first time he's actually clearly seen an equation. And the teacher says, give us the value of C. God. The equation is over 7 feet long. It's thick. It has things hanging down. Tools over, wiggly lines. Can't figure what the hell it's all about. It's dx over dy, a big thing with x across it, x minus c. And all at the end it says equals 0. I can't figure it out. What the hell, all this stuff equals nothing. And there he is, trapped. See it? At picture, the teacher says, give us the value of C. He can't even find it. Look at all this stuff. And he looks down at the class, all of his friends, Schwartz and Wisniewski, and all of them that have struggled their way through. He looks down at the class in this moment of dire danger, and he sees they're all grinning. And he realizes a great lesson. You are alone in this world. That's not a nice lesson to learn. And he also realizes there's nothing that a phony likes better than to see another phony caught. There he is up there at the front of the class. All alone. And up to this point, he'd never been a religious kid. From the Warren G. Harding School, that was pretty old, folks. There's some stuff of walking on water and all that jazz. Forget it. Well, they believe in the scientific method. All of a sudden, he doesn't know where it came from. It just came from out of the void. And he finds himself blurting it out. He says, C is equal to 3. Picture the teacher staggers back. Says, how the hell did you know? It was a miracle. And the kid, being quick on his feet, being a phony of long-standing ability, he says, I worked it out by empirical means. Immediately made him a legend. All right, now, you see, there's an example You've all been in a class like that. You've all been in algebra, we'll say. You've always had that vague fear that you're going to fail. You've always also had a vague fear that the other people have a script for their life. And you're ad-libbing. and so ultimately, taking these things together, you can create you might say, an epic story of what would be commonplace to most other writers in an algebra class in high school. And yet it's based very much on the reality. It says a lot more about human beings than simply a story about a kid. It tells about fear. It talks about the sense of aloneness. It talks about the ultimate realization that you are alone in this world. Nobody's going to ultimately help you. And in fact, he's going to laugh when you go down the drain. These are all hard lessons to learn. And this kid, the I in the story, learns it in the middle of an algebra class. And he also learns that once you successfully face something, you become even more important. Have you noticed Clifford Irving is a big deal today? Don't let that lesson go unheeded, friends. Believe me. And so the kid gets the C is equal to 3. And from that minute on, people point him out on the street. He is a legend. And when he walks into class the next day, picture says, I am shot. The kid says, hello, Pip. You know, we abstract mathematicians have something in common. Speak the same language. And then he lets the kid even help him grade the papers of his class. Because he's such a fantastic mathematician. And of course, he failed Schwartz. Well, all right. Is this or is this not based on truth? Think about it. All right, now, before we go, now this is the way a real story is told. Now that story, when you see it come out in Playboy, which will be, as I said, probably in this fall or maybe late this summer, read the story and think of it in terms of your own life, you know, the class that you're in and the people you know and the fears that you personally feel. Incidentally, that's what is meant by truth in writing. To concede things which generally most people never concede. To concede the fact you feel that you're faking your life. Now that's not easy for many people. I think it's impossible for Norman Mailer, who really believes he's an orator. He never has a moment of doubt that what he's about to say is great truth. And and I'm not putting Mailer down, but this is a different kind of writer. And he will become very popular because he doesn't concede humanity. He does not concede that he too is part of the great mass of the non-knowing people. So this is an interesting problem, and I think ultimately, if you have a hero and you want that hero to last, really last, as a literary creation, have him constantly alternating between good and evil. The hero that's all good will not last as a literary creation. That's why I believe that Yossarian will not last as a literary creature. The hero that's all evil will not either. It's the hero that 1 minute is good and the next minute is evil. In other words, the kid in the story, he carries you along. You feel sympathy for him. And then once he